Hi everyone, Rachel Crow here. I just wanted to make a little video about words and the power of words, and I know most of you have probably heard of the work of Dr. Emoto, where he placed words onto water and then froze the water and looked at the crystals, and the words that were negative created quite yucky patterns, and the words that were positive created really beautiful crystal forms. And our bodies are made of water, so we need to talk kindly to ourselves. And I'm lucky that I have an amazing community of friends around me, and we're all pretty much on the same wavelength. But recently I've been dipping more into the real world and talking to people, and just being quite shocked at the level of negative self-talk that people have. So I just wanted to do a little video talking about that, really, and kind of, it's something that I really pull my children up on as well, and we've talked about it when I do mum and daughter days and things like that. Just kind of, what is the resonance of words? The energy of words. When you're driving and someone cuts you up and you swear or whatever it is, you fire an energetic arrow at that person, which has an effect. We are all connected, and we're moving more and more into this energy of love, oneness, community. So we really need to, myself included, I'm not saying that I'm perfect, but really be more thoughtful about the words that we use towards ourselves, towards other people. That includes gossip. That's very low level energy. So there's something to be said about encouraging you to, if someone starts with that, kind of go, do you know what, I don't want to talk about that, or I'm not engaging in that energy, or I'm trying really hard not to talk about other people, or whatever it is. Kind of make a pact with your friend, to just change that way of being. So I'm going to do a little meditation with you, and I really want you to feel into what that energy feels like, what the energy of words feel like, both negative and positive. So we're going to have a little play. So just close your eyes, and just make sure you're not going to be disturbed while we do this. You might want to just pause this and turn your phone off, or come back to it later if you want to. It's only going to be a short one. But just closing your eyes and just breathe into your heart space, bringing love into your heart. And maybe imagining yourself in a beautiful place in nature. Maybe you have a favourite place that you like to imagine that you're there, or maybe it's a beach or a woods, or maybe you're leaning against a tree. Just take yourself there and really feel yourself in that place. This is your inner garden, your inner heaven. So while you're there, really feeling grounded, and be aware of your body, be aware of any sensations. Are there any smells in this place? Does the ground feel damp? Do you feel a breeze? It's good when you meditate or journey or visualize to actually take your body with you, take your senses with you. And I want you to just feel into the words that I'm going to share with you. So I'm just going to start you off with the word radiant. And just really feel the vibration of the word radiant. Feel the vibration of the word vibrant. It's interesting, as I'm recording this and saying those words, I feel like my skin tone has changed just from saying those words. So that's really interesting for me, filming myself and saying those words. So what about the word brilliance? And the word love? Okay, and let's just try, how does the word hate feel? Really feel my energy changing with that word. Drawing in instead of expanding. What about the word despair? Again, that to me feels like a very diminishing word. Kind of, I can feel my energy, kind of my energy body coming in. So, you know, let's go back to a positive one. Let's go back to the word power. So often what I hear people say is, oh, you know, I'm not worthy, or I'm not enough to do that, to whatever that thing is. So you really feel into what that feels like. And then switch that around to, I am enough. I am worthy. Just feel the difference in the resonance. Maybe you don't feel like that's truthful saying those words, so, you know, maybe you need to find your own words. But we're going to try, you know, it is about noticing the daily self-talk and catching ourselves. If we're saying something to ourselves that just isn't positive, catch yourself and can you flip it? And sometimes you have to fake it to make it. You know, sometimes it is kind of like, oh, this doesn't feel like me, but it's who I want to be. You know, it's like, you know, if any of you have done any of the Joe Dispenza meditations, you know, he does some of them where he's like, who do you want to be when you open your eyes? You know, we want to change ourselves. We want to change these patterns and the habits of a lifetime, that groove in our brain that, you know, we see a person and we act the same way with them every time we see them. And this is our opportunity to create new stories, to create a new way of being. So I'm just encouraging you to play around with that. So coming back into your meditation, you're still in your safe space. How does it feel? How does this word feel to be, I'm the creator? But you can create anything you want in your life. I am the creator. I have the power. You know, for those of us who get blocked around our throat chakras when we're speaking our truth, something like, I am the voice. I am the voice. I am the voice of authority. I'm the voice of my own authority. It doesn't have to be anyone else's. I'm the voice of my own authority. I am a leader. And it doesn't mean you need to lead other people, but you can just lead yourself. Lead yourself in power. I am a leader. One of the things that I used to say when I was on my journey healing cancer was, I can defy the odds. I will defy the odds. I defy the odds. I can step up. I step up. I step up into whatever my role is. I step up. And just notice how those words feel. So I want to encourage you to choose a word for yourself to work with for like a month, say, or 21 days or 28 days, to really focus on that word. So it might be love, it might be brilliance, it might be radiant, maybe it's power. Maybe if you feel that you get blocked in your throat chakra, it could be, I am the voice. I am the voice of love. I am the voice of truth. I'm the voice of power. Whatever it is you need. So just choose something that feels right in this moment that you want to work with for the month, and leave me some comments of how that goes, how that works. So just slowly letting go of that image of yourself out in this beautiful place in nature, taking some deep breaths. Come into your heart center, breathing into your heart, and just really giving yourself some love and gratitude for just spending these few moments with me today to make a change. You know, and all these changes have amazing positive ripple effects. So especially if you live in a house with children or your partner and things can feel quite heavy, you know, the only person we can change is ourselves. So if we change the vibration, that has a ripple effect out. And even maybe doing this with your children or your family, just kind of getting them to really feel. Children are so open to this stuff. The other thing that I did with my children recently, which was amazing, was I listened to a podcast talking about kinesiology and vibration and how everything affects us. And my daughter, who's 12, was listening to some, you know, I mean, it wasn't like, you know, rap or whatever, but it was music that had quite a heavy energy. And so I got her to do an experiment. I got her to take an organic orange and put it on her heart and put her arm out and I did a muscle test. And then I got her to listen to that music, put her own, she had it on her iPod, put her iPod on her heart, and her, you know, she had no strength at all, and she was amazed by that. And then we tested, so yeah, her little brother did the organic orange, and then he got a bag of sugar, and totally weak. And the only reason I have sugar in the cupboard is to feed my kombucha, so we don't eat sugar. But it was really interesting that the immediate response that they had, they could see that their energy changed. Actually, the other thing was I got my daughter to hold my mobile phone, and the same thing, you know, completely weak. So, you know, that's some, you know, experiment with these things with children. They're so open to it and so open to learning, and their energy is so amazing. Yeah, it's quite fun to play with those things, but you know, using the power of words with them and showing, you know, maybe looking at some of Dr. Emoto's work with them, it's quite powerful. So yeah, thank you everyone, lots of love and blessings.